U substitution will be required on this one. It's too much to do in your head, pattern recognition. So let's go and break it down and analyze it, and then we'll talk about the things on the way. So let's say that we all see our inside it, and stop me if you don't. You see the U is probably going to be my 3x plus 5, right? Let's go ahead and try and figure it out. Let's see what du is. Du would be 3 dx. Well, I'm going to isolate for the dx. I need to do that. So I know basically 1/3 du is equal to dx, right? So basically this middle step here that I'm trying to erase, but it's not erasing because crashing. I love your enthusiasm about the lesson. So that's the only step you need over there right now. But now let's just replace it and let's just see what happens. Okay, so if I replace that, I've got x, I've got u squared, and I've got 1/3 du, and we're all going to pull it out in front because we know every time we pull out the 1/3, and then I put my du there. So look at the problem we have. We have an integrand in x's and u's. That's not good. You need it all in x or all in u, but you can't have it in x and u. So we're stuck. So we have to use our best attempt at solving this problem or evaluating this, is finding an algebra 1 solution for x, an algebra 1 substitution for x. So let's go back and use a different color pen. Could I get x out of there? No, there's nothing to get x out of. Can I get x out of here? Yes, I can. So let's see if I subtract 5 from both sides and then divide through by 3, that isolates my x. Do you see that? I just did it in one step, but it's right. So if u equals 3x plus 5, u minus 5 equals 3x, divide by 3, u minus 5 over 3 equals x. So now let's plug that in and see what happens. So 1/3 I'm sorry, it's frozen, it's going to crash. X is u minus 5 over 3 times u squared du. So it looks good. But what do we do now? Well, there's no real, like the only power, the power 2, just got a u inside it. So really, this is just a distribute and a power rule. But you probably can't see it yet. So let's try and clean it up. So let's factor out the third. So 1/3 times 1/3. You all know it's 1/9, but I'm showing you where it went. So now you've got u minus 5 times u squared. So that's u squared. So now let's go ahead and distribute that. 1/9 is equal to u squared times u. It's u cubed minus 5 times u squared du. Now we're home free, right? So we just got simple power rule, and off we go. So I'll just finish it up quickly. So 1/9 of the integral. We're going to add u to the power of 4 divided by 4 minus 5 u to the power of 3 over 3 plus c. Let's distribute in the 9, but that's it. All right. So u to the 4th. So something to the 4th over 4 times 9. That's 36. Minus 5 times u cubed. So that's 9 times 3 is 27. Now let's go back substitute in our u, which, can you remember what it was? 3x plus 5. All right, and I would be happy with you stopping there. you can probably find a common denominator, put it all together and factor stuff out, but I'm not going to make you do that for right now. Let's just get this down first before we worry about too much.
Zoom that out, like big picture one.
So let's go over that again. All right, so starting in, got your problem. You can't really find a perfect inside derivative. You don't see a pattern. So you just try the u thing and see how you're going, right? See what's happening. So you try, definitely it's always good to try the inside for u. That's a lot of times that's what it is, right? So you go your 3x plus 5. Then we went down and we found our du. Okay, I skipped the step because our du was 3 dx, but I only wanted dx. We divided by both sides by 3. Then we plugged everything in, and we had this x hanging around. That's not good. X and u, not good. You can't have x and u there. So then we just replaced it. So now I isolated for x using a formula I'm using in terms of u. I isolated for x in terms of u. Plugged that in. Still, I haven't got a clue what to do really. It's kind of a bit of a mess. So I just go ahead and try and use a bit of distribution. See if I can clean it up. Do that. Distribute everything. Now I've got something nice and simple to deal with. Add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. I multiplied in the 1/9, and I didn't combine denominators. We probably could, but we'd have to figure out what that is. So.
How do you know that that's your u? Like when you're saying you're checking to see if that's your u, like what are you doing to see if it's your u?
Okay, well, what I'm trying to say is u substitution is not always, all the problems we do, the u is usually the inside of the function. That in later problems, like not in this course, will not always be true, right? But I don't want you to think it's always the inside. U is always the inside. That's not always true. But for right now it is, yes, right? So we go in and find that. So yeah, for this problem and what we'll be doing. So yeah, and then march on through. That's it. One and done. So 63 through 69 is your practice work. Okay, and then I'm going to want your yesterday's stuff if you haven't got it. So today is page 305. Pen is good. And I said what? 63 through 69 odd. Now, it's a bit of an algebra struggle is some of these problems, but the concept should be easy, but give yourself the time. Get cracking after them pretty quickly because it's the algebra struggle, the thing, not really the work should be quite easy, but we'll work together and see what happens. So get to work, call me over.
What do you want in a reflection? Like this is hard?
No, I won't, no. So to identify learning how to learn, so what it was that caused me the trouble, what it was that I fixed it with, and if you didn't fix it, then that's also a good notice because now